Hello everyone, I hope all is well. I want to really take you into my world today. As a matter of fact, on Father's Day, I was given one of the best possible toys ever. I must say, this is indeed a wonderful gift. This is actually the Maverick Air 2. Wonderful drone, and I want to tell you a little about it because over the next few weeks or possible months, I'll be engaging into making a connection with virtual reality and drone technology in education. So I want you to understand clearly a few things regarding my acquisition of this drone. A few years ago, I got for Christmas a tiny drone. I tried to fly it in the house, and that was a disaster. We had to duck, we had to take cover as this drone seemed to be uncontrollable. I could not really manage the controllers. As a matter of fact, I put that drone down for roughly 3 years and decided that I would just look at landscape. I have a friend, Dr. Luke Bennett, and we have been exploring virtual reality. To the extent we combine everything and we call them extended reality. And we have been looking at these components, and we have always said that there must be other things coming that can be merged with extended reality. And one day in our critical conversation regarding virtual reality, augmented reality, in totality, extended reality, he said, I think there's something to be learned from the issue of combining virtual reality with drone technology. From that day, we had various thoughts. So at some point, we're going to be combining our thoughts and presenting a presentation of our thoughts on that aspect, drone technology. But I want you to understand that I see on the horizon, just like Dr. Bennett, that there's going to be a new component within technology, and that is going to be drone technology in education. Wow. Who doesn't want to fly a drone? I don't want to fly the little one that I show you right here. I want to fly one that has technology because for me personally, I'm not good at spatial awareness to an extent, so I need these gadgets that will have all the sensors and so forth. So on Father's Day, I was gifted with the best Father's Day gift someone could give. And I love this Maverick Air 2 because it has a lot of features, so to speak. After unpacking the box and taking the components out and looking at it, I said, you know what? I cannot touch this technology until I know everything about the technology. Why? To be honest, this is not a baseline drone as others might think. The starting point for this is, you'll see it in my description. Look at the description. The other day, a friend of mine and I, we met up at a beach, and he was saying he wanted to fly his drone. So I said, you know what? I've been looking at drone for quite a long time, to be exact. And I said to him, I wanted to get one. And he told me I could get one under $400. But during the conversation, he said to me, be careful because there are a lot of restrictions regarding drone technology. And I'm saying to myself, wow, I just wanted to find out how we could use drone to teach and how we could use it in education. He said, just be careful. So when my Maverick Air 2 arrived, I practically decided that, you know what? I am going to do some self-education. I'm going to educate myself regarding the drone. So I started my road, and first thing I had to do was to register the drone for use. As a matter of fact, based on my drone being over half a pound, I had to register it. Therefore, I registered the drone with the FAA, and that cost me $5. No, I'm all right. You think I'm all right, right? So I would say no, because as I read more, I realized there's so much more before I could actually use this technology to the extent that I wanted it. The next step was, you know what? I had to do what is called a trust certification by the FAA again. And that was just to pass. You can't fail the test, really. You can just take the test and you get your answers wrong and you correct them over a period of time until you're satisfied that you've gone through the awareness. It's just an awareness. So you go through awareness skill test and you pass that, and then now you have your trust certification and also your registration. As a matter of fact, your registration has to be placed on the drone to ensure that it's tracked. Anything goes wrong, you're still accountable. No, there are certain restrictions, and I'm not going to go through that. That's going to be for another video. If you're interested in flying a drone as it relates for educational purposes, I am going to be presenting some more stuff with that, along with the merger of virtual reality with drone technology, because there's another area for us to go. Now, what I like about the drone is and I'm going to show you a drone at this point in time. I'm going to show you a little regarding drone technology that I'm talking about, because I like it. And let me just do a little show and tell here at this point in time. Put this down, that'll raise back up. Now, this is the drone that I purchased, and here you can see Mavic Air 2. Nice, nice. It has sensors all around, so you know if I can't fly well, the sensors will tell me, you know what, you need to stop at this point in time. It won't go further, and it will ensure that sends the information to the controller for me. I am going to be the controller, and to be honest, I'm going to be using the remote control to guide this. This remote control is actually a powerful device. When you connect your phone, it has to use a mobile phone too. It will download information and make connections with roughly all the satellites that are in your area. So of course, this is satellite navigated. So within the context of this, my drone can land at a specific point based on me putting in the required information. So all I need to do is to ensure I have done the safety checks, and that's for another video too. So done the safety checks, and then I can move on. But what I want to get to is the importance of using new technology. Now, I love the drone. I've been out and I had to go through my processes of doing my pre-flight checks and so forth to ensure that I was all right. But the main thing about the drone is you have to be aware that there are regulations regarding safety. You can't just say, all right, you know what, I'm going to fly a drone and I don't care about what happens. I'm just going to fly that drone regardless. There are safety regulations that you must conform yourself with. And as a matter of fact, I want to point out to you that I can fly this drone as much as possible, as long as it's for recreational use. However, if I deem anything else that's not recreation, for example, if I were to use my content that I videotaped last time and uploaded it to YouTube, that can be construed as being commercial. In other words, my drone shots now are fairly based on recreational purposes. However, if I go to Jamaica and I do my shoot down there, it's different from here. Here in the United States, if you actually use your drone for anything other than recreational purposes in the United States, then you have to apply for, of course, a pilot license. And you have to do the FAA 107 test. Yes, you actually need to get certification. But let me also state, once you get your certification, it's not a guarantee that you will get your actual drone license. Why? Because you see, drone technology is important, but it can be evasive and can be used for any other purposes not intended to educate. And that's where we have the problem. So therefore, you will need to have a TSA background check in order to get approval for that license to be issued. Regardless of these obstacles, I think drone technology offers educators a lot. Indeed, you can take students to so many areas that they have never been before. However, that is going to be for another video regarding using this sort of technology for educational purposes. Of course, there's permission to use drone technology within education, and I think there is a window there that you can use it without a license. However, I do not want to go down that road, so I'm going to get it to educate myself. When I look at the content regarding the drone certification, I think it's relevant that all operators of drones in the United States have some knowledge of what is required. After all, it's your safety. So the other day I took out my drone to do a test. As a matter of fact, I had to set my altitude for 20 meters to ensure that I was not in any violation, and I secured my area by doing another 30 meters around. That allowed me to practice in a safe zone. I had to really search for a spot, so be cognizant. There are many restrictions, And as a matter of fact, the connections to information will give you an idea of what you need to do, when you need to do it, and where you can fly a drone. I had personally experienced difficulty finding a location. However, a few days ago I found a park that allows me to fly my drone, however, not beyond 60 meters above sea level. In that water, I just stayed at 20 because I'm a new starter. I like it and I'm going to try to explore more about it, but I want you to look forward regarding my next presentation as it relates to drone technology and education, and I'm going to be mixing it up with some virtual reality because I think we have a lot to go. So the next one I'll talk about is how educators can use drone technology within their space. Look forward to having you listening to some more as we use technology to motivate and engage our students, and of course, wonderful toys. I love my drone. Thanks for watching, and I'll make that connection soon towards education and the use of drone technology within the learning spaces. Thanks.